Alright, before I start this video, hi, hello, my name is Shyknee. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. And if you are new here and you're a Potemer fan and you clicked because you saw Parlo on the thumbnail, please leave my channel immediately. I don't want my viewers slash fans being defenders of a rape. So yeah, starting on from now, leave like a comment in the comments below about your opinion on this whole situation, because it's kind of crazy how people are defending this. So warning, if your brain was working before viewing this video, please check again after watching this video, because we are going to enter the cesspool which is Twitter and Potemer fans. So please just prepare your brain for the next like a couple minutes onto the video.
So yeah, what I did was weird, but that doesn't make I'm not a
What's the full context of everything, like from your side? What is it?
just two dumb teenagers, man.
So if you don't know the full context, since I was on leave when this drama happened, basically Potemer abused, manipulated and a 12-year-old, and when he was 16 of course, so it wasn't legal, it wasn't right, it was just awful. If you're still a fan of this guy, what are you doing? You are defending, I'm not even... So, he manipulated, assaulted and raped the 12-year-old, and people are defending him because they like his content. And the proof will be in Parlo's video, which I will be showing today in this video. If you want to see the full video, I said video so many times. If you want to see the full video, I'll put the link in the bio, since, you know, I am looking over it right now. He needs to have credit. And another reason, like, a ton of people, including me, are mad at this guy is, number one, he is a child. And number two, YouTube, and I think Roblox has taken away his star credit. I'm not really sure, since I don't check in with that type of stuff. But YouTube, he still has a YouTube channel and people continue to support him, which in turn gives him revenue.
Excuse and forgive Potemer for his alleged actions, which I have proven that he admitted to numerous times in Discord screen recordings and voice recordings. Newest information. The fact that people in the Roblox community get more angry at me making multiple videos than at Potemer for allegedly committing a third-degree felony being against it speaks volumes to the morality of a lot of individuals present inside of it. Another reason why I make so many follow-up videos too is to make sure people don't forget about the situation, because the Roblox community's attention span to serious situations like these are terrible.
Parlo makes some really good points. Like, number one, people are like going at him for milking, quote unquote milking the situation, even though we are talking about a child here. We need to make more videos about this guy, so people don't just forget in the next 3 days, like Parlo said, which in the most case happens for literally everyone. Like, if you ask someone what did Kaneko Kitten do, they most likely will not know, because that was about 2 years ago now, and people have forgotten. Surprise, surprise. People forget if you don't constantly keep on informing them. And their excuse for defending this type of guy is the guy who's informing people. He is a news channel after all.
To a situation like this, especially with all the proof that I've shown in my previous videos, which you can go watch. Potemer admitted to committing a literal crime in which is most certainly not protected by the Romeo and Juliet law, and his public response showed no proof whatsoever. There isn't some nuanced middle ground take you can do with this situation, and it's absolutely disgusting to see kids on the internet attempt to bash me for that take. There is a massive reason for why people like Damien have completely severed contacts with Potemer, and there is a massive reason as well why other big YouTubers have done the same too. And it's about time for the Potemer fans to wake up and get a reality check, because all the proof is in front of their eyes. Even YouTubers like Child Squish agree that being neutral and
I completely agree with Parlo on this one. If you are neutral in this situation, since it is usually better to be neutral in most situations, but this situation is an immense and insane situation that you cannot simply be neutral in. We are talking about a child rapist here, and you want to stay out there and stay neutral like... No, this isn't how you go. You have to be bashing him. He is an evil person. You can't just be... I'm just gonna relax, take it back. Oh, like, I'm neutral. At this point, you are worse than the... No, actually, I'm not gonna say that. You aren't worse than the actual people defending him. But you are making no difference whatsoever if you are neutral. Be on the good side and actually credit this guy for being an awful guy.
Sharing his YouTube channel on Discord and showing himself removing comments being critical to him on his YouTube videos, and basically hiding the truth from his viewer base. Roll the clip.
Get rid of you. Get rid of you.
Trust me when I say this, you should probably just ignore it. Like, all these, like, tiny things, I would just ignore. That's the best thing to do.
No, like, this is basically shadow banning them. They can still comment.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
His voice is even public in other videos still present on his YouTube channel, and of course, all the clips I'm showing are protected by UK fair dealing law and also the Texan one-party consent law. I even provided—
Now, before I start, I'm not sure what side Puss is on. I haven't watched this video, I've only seen clips, but basically, as you can see, Potemer knows he's in the wrong. He is deleting comments which perfectly say, dude, you're an awful person, please stop making videos. He is clearly deliberately shadow banning them, essentially, as he said, since he's hiding the users from the channel, so he won't see comments, likes, dislikes, or even if they're subscribed to him. Well, I think he only hides comments, but that's apart from the point. He knows he messed up, and he is just choosing to ignore that. That is the worst thing you can do in this type of situation. Yeah, I understand if it's something as stupid as what Parlo is going through right now. Parlo could ignore, but no, Parlo isn't going to ignore false accusations being put at him just, you know, because he wants to call out a child. And you could say, but the age of consent in where he lives could have been 12 and 16, which is a ridiculous thing to say, by the way. Number one, this took place in Florida, which clearly age of consent is 16 there. You also got to take in fact that the age of maturity between both ages and parties is clearly not there. A 12-year-old doesn't have the same amount of maturity as a 16-year-old. It is manipulation, as he did.
Discord mobile screen recording evidence in which has been shown numerous times before. One example being DMs from Trav where Potemer basically admitted to everything, or even the Basil DMs where she proved she messaged the actual Potemer. However, he purged all of his messages with her to avoid all of this basically coming out. By this being legitimate evidence and try to create any excuse in the world to cope and deny, or they will eventually come to terms that this is real, however now shift the goalpost to now saying, oh, he's changed and this happened 3 years ago and the past is in the past, so just shut up, Parlo. And you have no idea how absolutely infuriating this is to process.
Yes, I understand we are dealing with the average YouTube Shorts user, but even some YouTube Shorts users can really just tell when the past is the past doesn't work anymore. Yes, the past is the past might work for some cases, but in the case of manipulation and sexual abuse towards a 12-year-old, the past is the past and boys will be boys. Clearly just doesn't work there. Like, I'm just thinking Potemer fans just don't have a brain. Yeah, I think I've just came to a conclusion. Potemer fans do not just have maturity and a brain.
I don't care what you think about his animations. You cannot separate the art from the artist in this scenario because you are actively consuming his content and that is allowing him to get more money. A community too scared to call this behavior out, then we will continue to have YouTubers like PGHL Films who are so painfully guilty just continue to upload and continue getting new fans and money and face no repercussions whatsoever. So therefore, no justice is delivered, no consequences are delivered, and no accountability is ultimately taken. This isn't the community we should have, and a lot more people need to wake up and realize that. These children are being manipulated hard, and I understand that they're going to believe their favorite YouTuber.
I understand these kids are like 6 and they just want to believe their favorite YouTuber because the same went out of PGHL Films and, you know, he still gets his viewers and fans and new fans for what so. And he does take a good point here. Due to like the backlash of these fans that they're giving to Parlo, some maybe new and up-and-coming commentary / news channels probably wouldn't want to document like topics like this, even though it's incredibly important we do, so these guys get called out, so they have to take accountability and consequences will be delivered. But since they're looking at the backlash these guys are getting, even threatened to get doxxed, I don't think they'll want to make a video, which is incredibly dangerous for the Roblox community, as they can't just have a child walking around in a child's game.
But it's still extremely depressing to see people in their thousands attempt to belittle the situation and somehow think it's fake. Potemer's comments for his newest video are all selectively filtered, with comments being critical of him having all been removed. That remain too are crystal clear proof of dead internet theory. You genuinely would think that these comments glazing and supporting him are AI bots, because they repeat the same cope defense points for him over and over and over again. And it's just insane to see how many people there are defending this guy when all the proof is literally publicly available unavailable. Everyone out here is jumping up in joy that the situation is being forgotten, when it literally leaves such a scary precedent for the Roblox community that anyone can do what Potemer is being alleged of and just continue to get away with it if you just keep uploading. People will go to such chaotic and insane lengths to defend Potemer, to the point where they will threaten to commit crimes in order to silence me. For example, one person literally threatens to leak my personal information, or for a
I just find it, like, incredibly scary how the copium pumping through these fans' veins is so lethal and so potent, because the cope I'm seeing is just that one comment which said he made an ode to spread fake news. It clearly wasn't. You can see in the video or in the clips I just showed that the woman or the person, the 12-year-old that got she clearly texted him, and it was the Potemer account. And it's just so scary to think about how predators just get past because they ignore the situation and keep just posting.
Now, the context of this meme was to make an over-exaggerated remark that if the Austrian painter Batman did Roblox animations, children would probably find a way to defend his horrific actions too if he was exposed for it, obviously taking a jab at Potemer and his fanbase here, who make that exact same defense. Not once did I compare Potemer to this man, nor did I compare his fanbase to this man, and most people understood this joke and moved on about their day like mature individuals, because it really wasn't a big deal at all.
Now, as many of you guys probably don't know, I am Polish, and, you know, I find the meme not that offensive because I see the context where he was putting it in. If, you know, the funny mustache man was, like, a Roblox animator and Parlo made a video on it, people would overlook it because they like the funny mustache man. I see where Parlo was going with this. He just wanted to make a comparison on how fans would react if Parlo posted it, because they have such a deep hatred for Parlo. And bro, as soon as that photo was posted, they went all out on Parlo just because he posted an edgy meme. So in their context, edgy meme is worse than a child rape. I don't know about you guys, but I think I know which clear one is worse than one.
And they obviously understood the context too once told about it. But many Roblox children decided to take this as a code red Parlo expose alarm and started to try and drop hit pieces on me to generate attention for themselves. A very funny tweet I want to reference is this person here, where they say, "Why the frick would you use a bad guy for this? Yeah, Potemer did page, but why did you use this bad guy?" So this Twitter user seems to be more mad at me for posting a public meme of a bad man, which, mind you, is literally clowning on him, rather than actually focusing on the fact that Potemer engaged in a disgusting dynamic with a and thereby possibly committed a degree felony. Like, what excellent priorities the Roblox community has here. They focus more on edgy humor than actual people committing alleged crime.
Now, Parlo goes on to repeat what I just said, but it really just shows what negligence and ignorance really does to a child brain, because this guy clearly did an actual crime, getting with a 12-year-old. Instead, they're just ignoring it because they like his content. Now, I don't know about you guys. If I'm currently 14, and if I go with a 12-year-old, for example, I'm not saying I would, because that's a disgusting thing to do and just awful and vile and grim. But if I did, I would simply leave the platform and try and repay for my precautions, and I would tell you guys to personally stop watching me, since I'll be so disgusted. But no, Potemer is taking this into a good fact so people can keep on defending him, so he can keep on making money. Potemer is a disgusting man and shall not be looked over as a good man. Parlo then goes on to talk about a guy who made a video about the whole situation of Parlo posting the mustache man. His name is Segma. He just explains in like Parlo's video. Parlo's video would be in the description below. As you can probably tell, I'm getting tired of this video already, since my brain is just raw to the maximum. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Very please subscribe, it helps out the channel a ton. And also comment on the situation, since this is probably one of the craziest videos I've done. Please do not harass anyone in this video. And yeah, I love you guys.